Yes. Okay. So today we are starting with a new chapter, lesson 12, gender. So when we talk about gender are of four kinds. Okay. First we should know how many kinds of gender are there and what are genders. It can be masculine, feminine, then neuter gender and common gender. So first we will study all the four kinds of gender, and after this we will study again the rules how to make feminine gender from masculine gender. So the first one is masculine gender. So what is the meaning of masculine gender? It means the name which is given to all the males, okay, male character or member of a species. They are your masculine gender, like boy, man, brother, bull, him, lion, actor, king, and hero. Now here you can see boy, man, brother, bull, lion, actor, king, hero. They are nouns. Okay, but he and him are not noun, they are pronoun. But why we are using them in masculine gender? Because when we are talking about male characters, we cannot say her or his, or her or she. What do we use for boy? He and his, or him. So here you can see he and him is also given in the example. Again, if you want in a simple language that what is a gender, again what is a masculine gender, then we can say that the names of all male persons or animals are said to be of the masculine gender. Again, man, boy, uncle, son, and so on. Now next one is feminine gender. A noun or pronoun that refers to a feminine character or member of the species, that is called feminine gender. Or you can say the names of all female persons or animals are said to be in the feminine gender. For example, girl, woman, sister, cow, lioness, actress, queen, and heroine. Again, we have used which pronoun? She and her. Why we have used she and her? Because we are using this for feminine gender. We can't use here he or his because that is used in masculine gender. Now next one is common. What is a common gender? Nouns which may be used for both males and females are said to be of common gender. Or you can say a noun or pronoun that can be either male or female. That is common. Like if I say parent, child, student, servant, friend, cousin, member, teacher. So parent can be your male also and parent can be female, like father. Father is also a parent and mother is also a parent. So we have used a common word for father and mother. Same child. If I want to say for a boy or a girl, I will say child only. I am not going to say boy child or girl child. Same as you are students of grade 4. So in your class there are males also and there are females also. So if I want to say for a girl, I will say she is a student of grade 4A. If I am saying for a boy, I will say he is a student of grade 4A. Same for friend. If you have a friend, you will say Kunal is my friend. If you are saying for any other, if you are saying for any girl, you can say she is my friend. She is my classmate. So these are the words which are used as common, either whether it is a male or a female. Now next comes your neuter gender. Neuter gender means nouns. Things without life cannot be either male or female. Like chair, table, pen, they do not have any life. So these things are, or suppose if you are saying like tree has a life because it's growing, but it's not moving from one place to another. So all these nouns which do not have life or they are lifeless, they are called neuter gender. It means they are neither female, they are neither male. Examples are room, chair, pen, tree, book, star, lake, car, it. It again, it's a pronoun and we use for non-living things. Okay, if I say uh, for tree, if I want to speak some other sentences for tree, then I'm what pronoun I'm going to use for tree? I will use it. But if I want to say for boy, then I will use he. If I want to say for a girl, I will use she. So it is used for neuter gender. Okay, when you are talking about anything which is neuter, then we are using the pronoun it. So these are the four kinds of gender: masculine, feminine, common and neuter. Now we are going to study that how we can make feminine gender from masculine gender. So now rules to change masculine gender to feminine gender. So when we are changing, how can we change? Let's study. So the first one is saying that use a completely different word. And here you can see a list that when you are changing a word from masculine to feminine, the word is totally changing. We are not adding anything to make it a feminine. For example, father is becoming mother, uncle, aunt, boy, girl, brother, sister, sir, madam, king, and queen. So here, rule number 1 is saying that when we are changing a masculine gender to feminine gender, the word completely changes. Now, second rule, I have written here by adding a syllable. So, what is a syllable? First, you should know what is a syllable. Okay. So what is a syllable? When we are speaking about syllable, it is a sound of a vowel. And you know that there are 5 vowels: A, E, I, O, U. So the sound which is coming when we speak these vowels, that is called a syllable. And that is created when pronouncing the letters A, E, I, O, U. Again, I'm saying a syllable is a sound of vowel A, E, I, O, U that is created when pronouncing the letters A, E, I, O, U. Again, in a simple language, I can say when you speak these letters, for the sound which is coming there, the sound which is formed, that is your syllable. So when you are changing a word from masculine to feminine, you are adding a syllable. How? We can understand with the help of example. Now see, the first one is given poet. Okay. So when you are changing it into feminine, it is becoming poetess. Okay, poetess. And when you are adding E-double-S, there is a very light sound of vowel E. Poetess. A sound is coming. Okay. Again, priest is becoming was priestess. Host, hostess. Say so on. Now, second one, this one I am removing for this. It is saying that in the following, E-double-S is added after dropping the vowel of the masculine ending. Okay, here you can see masculine में a actor is given ACTOR. O is the vowel. So according to the rule, what are we doing? We are dropping this and we are adding E-double-S. So here what the spelling is becoming C. ACTO we have dropped or we have removed. So the spelling is becoming ACTR and we have added E-double-S. So it is becoming actress. Same EMPEROR. So what have we dropped? O and R. So it's becoming EMPR plus E-double-S empress and so on. Now third one is saying that when we add suffix, it becomes a feminine. Now what is a suffix? Suffix is a group of letters which are placed at the end of the word to make a new word with a new meaning. Suppose here I have written hero and I have added INE. So these three letters I have made added to hero and it is becoming feminine. Again Sultan. So I have added what? A. And by adding this, the word is changing from Sultan to Sultana. Same DO and Don. And I have added NA and it is becoming Donna. Same Signor, Signora. Signora is what? Signor and Signora is what? It's a title which is used for Italian speaking person. Okay. So Signor is used for men and Signora is used for feminine. Now the third rule is saying that when we are changing the masculine word into feminine and it is a compound noun, how can you change? Now see, compound noun, I already told you compound noun is formed when there are two words in a uh, there are two words and it is making a different meaning word, like milkman. If I speak about milk and man, they are two different words, but when I am adding and making it a single word, it is giving me a different meaning. Same land and lord. If I speak about single word, both have different meaning, but when I'm adding and making it a compound noun, it is becoming what? A single word. And it is giving again a different meaning. So when I want to change such compound nouns into feminine, I am only going to change the gender, the words which have genders. Suppose if I say man, it means man is a masculine gender. Lord, son, man, uncle, master, they all are masculine words or masculine genders. And when I am making it feminine, I am only changing these masculine genders into feminine. The other word I am not changing. So here, milkman is becoming milkmaid, landlord is becoming landlady, stepson, stepdaughter, great uncle, great aunt, schoolmaster, school mistress. Now again, when we are changing the genders, we are changing pronouns also. So they and them, these pronouns are used for masculine, feminine and neuter. How you can understand this? See, first we are using with masculine genders. The boys have just returned home. Okay, the boys have just returned home. So boys is what? They are, first thing, they are masculine gender, and second, they are plural. So for plurals, we are using they. They must be hungry. Give them something to eat. So you can see here that in this sentence, they and them both are used for masculine. Same if I want to use for feminine gender, I can again use it. The girls have been to the cinema. Ask them if they enjoyed the picture. Next, neuter. Neuter means lifeless things. So the books are on the table are mine. They have many beautiful pictures in them. So again, you have used they and them for masculine also, feminine also, and neuter also. Now, next one is saying that when a noun changes from masculine to feminine, the pronoun in the sentence must also change. For example, the king went into the hall. He ate his breakfast. So you can see king is masculine gender. He and his are pronouns which are used for masculine gender. Now when you are changing king into feminine, it is becoming queen. And the pronouns are also changing. He is becoming she. His is becoming her. Same, his uncle will change into her aunt. He will change into she. His will change into her. Father, mother, son, daughter. His brother, her sister, actor, actress, he, she, and hero, heroine.